danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd down play from the gun. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. And he's going to lose yardage on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And he'll be brought down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Delp. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. So Kentucky's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me. David Pollack really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Unloads it left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the...
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Speeding down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on a scintillating 92-yard pass for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, the ground game. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be...
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To throw, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball and they can make something happen. He's one of those guys, and that's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I love when you change the launch point, when you move the quarterback and bootleg him outside of the pocket. You can see he does a really good job of gaining depth as he goes outside. Now he's a threat to run the football or throw it. Guys have to drop back a little bit, then he can run the football and get a positive gain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. He's right downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Gets it past the marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Georgia won the SEC a season ago, but face-planted in the playoff, largely due to their offensive issues. But Kirby Smart is certainly reloaded at the skill positions.
I've reloaded, and obviously the quarterback spot was an issue all last year and then down the stretch. And now, interested to see how the page turns with Gunnar Stockton at the helm. Does it bounce back offensively? Do they look like the Georgia of old?
Yeah, this is an expectation, obviously, that Kirby Smart has created of excellence. And they've done really great high school recruiting, obviously brought in some key players through the portal as well. You know what this is going to look like. A physically dominant team on both sides of the ball, but that QB position, that's the key.
Give to the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gains a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Trying to run it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kentucky going quickly. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He unleashes a long one. Fires and picked off. He's loose. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks just, they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. To the air, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Law. And the returner will be dragged down. Kentucky sends the offense back out on.
Good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Running to Green. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The lone back's got it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Finds his man. It's Delp. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, This is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the quick completion. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. The receiver on the jet sweep. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. The Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. To the air, it's Stockton. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but...
So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Bell. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quick strike complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing.
Touchdown, Georgia! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. gotten the lead up to 3 late. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Punts it out of the air, and he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that 1st down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.